Hey guys, it is time for math today. So I know it's been kind of crazy like yesterday's video. You couldn't hear me very well. And so I'm working on that. I think I've come up with a solution. So just put your listening ears on, turn me up as loud as you need on your iPad, and I hope that I got it fixed. Okay, so what do you know about money? What do you know about money? So you should know that this is $1. This is 25 cents. This one is 10 cents. We've got 5 cents and a penny. So we know that this one is $1 bill and it equals $1 or 100 pennies or 4 quarters or 10 dimes. This one is a quarter. And if you count back here, we know that a quarter equals 25 cents. And you can count back here, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So if you forget today during your independent math work, you can always count the grid behind it. A dime equals 10 cents. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A nickel equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cents. And a penny is 1 cent. So let's get these off the board. So if I look at $1, how many quarters, whoop, that's not a quarter. How many quarters would fit in to $1? Do you guys know? So you should have said 4, if we line them up, 4 quarters is $1. So I have 25 cents plus 25 cents plus 25 cents plus 25 cents, and that equals $1. How many dimes, they're 10 cents, how many dimes can fit into $1? So if I gave you $1 and I said, do you have change in dimes? How many dimes would you give me? Well, if we put, oh, I forgot I can't use that. Sorry, guys. If we put our dimes on here and we line them up, we know a lot of dragging and dropping, guys. Just be patient. All right, here we go. Okay, we know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dimes equals 1 whole or $1. All right, let's delete all these dimes. And this one is going to be a little bit more challenging, so I'm not going to, well, actually, we're going to do 5. So how many nickels, 5 cents, can fit into $1? I want you to pause the video. So you should have said that 20 nickels, 20 of them will equal $1. So if I asked you to give me change for $1 in nickels, you would give me 20 nickels. So let's look at 1 cent. If you notice, there's 1 square of the dollar being covered by that penny. So if a penny is 1 cent, how many pennies will fit into $1, into 1 whole? If I said, here's $1, can I have change in pennies? How many pennies would you give me? I hope you said 100 pennies is $1. Okay, so I want to look at this grid map. There we go. Okay, so I want to look at this grid map. One of these flats, just like you saw up there, one of the flats, that equals 100. So there are 100 squares in this flat. So each flat is one whole. It's one whole. So if I have 2 dimes, let's do it on our little work map. If I have 2 dimes and 1 nickel, 2 dimes and 1 nickel, I know that a dime is 10 cents, a dime is 10 cents, and a nickel is 5 cents. So on my grid map, we know that this is a whole, it equals 100. So I'm going to color in this row, and that's one of my dimes because I know that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for my other dime, I'm going to color in this line. And then for my nickel, I've got to color in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I count all of this up, I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 cents. So this is where it's going to get a little tricky. So I need you watching. Okay, we represent that 25 cents in decimal form. So I write that like this. So that is 25 cents represented in decimal form. Okay, so what if I have 1 dime and 2 pennies? So if I have 1 dime, we know that a dime is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I have 1 dime and 2 pennies, and we know a penny is worth 1. And now I'm going to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is 12 cents out of my entire dollar, because we know that a dollar is this is a whole and a dollar is a whole. So out of my entire dollar, if I added up a dime and 2 pennies, then I would have 12 cents. What if I wrote the decimal? That's what this is, the decimal point. What if I wrote the decimal like this? How much money would I have then? I would have $12. Would you be mad, or I guess would you be happy, if somebody said, well, you owe me 12 cents, and you will mess up and you give them $12 instead? They'd be so happy about that because you messed up your decimal and you got $12 when you needed 12 cents. So let's try another one. What if I had, So let's mark out this because we know we do not want to give anybody $12 if I owe them 12 cents. No, no. Okay, so let's try this. What if I had a nickel, 2 nickels, a penny, and a dime? So remember, if you forget how much a coin is worth, you can count the boxes behind it on this app I'm going to show you, and it'll show you how much the coin is worth. So we have a dime, 2 nickels, and a penny. So we know that a dime is 10. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 2 nickels, so those are 5 cents each. So I'm going to color in 5. And now I've got another nickel, so I'm going to color in another 5. And now I'm going to color in 1 because I have a penny. Okay. So let's count up how many squares we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I have 21 cents. Because when you get to this side of the decimal, that is where we get into our wholes. That's where we get into our dollars. If I owe someone 21 cents and I accidentally give them $21, I'm going to be out a lot of money. So let's try another one. Okay, let's do a quarter, a nickel, and a penny. So 25 cents, 5 cents, and 1 cent. So I've got to color in 25 squares. Y'all ready? Okay. We know that one of these rows is 10. So let's make it easy on ourselves. We know another row is 10. Let's make it easy on ourselves and just color it. Okay. So now I've got to do, that's 10, 20. So now I've got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I've got, that's my quarter. So I got to do another 5 for my nickel, and I've got to do 1 for my penny. Okay, so let's count these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So I have got 31 cents. I've got 31 cents. All right, y'all want to try one more? Let's do two dimes, a nickel, and 3 pennies. So if you cannot remember how much a coin is worth, count the dots or count the squares behind it. But I know that a dime is 10 cents, so I've got 10, 10, I've got a nickel that's 5, and I've got 1, 2, 3 pennies, and we know that those equal 1 cent. So let's color it in. Okay, so we know that a dime is worth 10, so I need to color in 2 sets of 10. So let's go. We know that one row of on here is 10, so I've got 10. I've got another 10. Sorry guys, you can't see that. So now I'm going to go to this one, and that's a nickel. It's worth 5, so I'm going to color in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now, oh, we got to make sure this one's covered. So I know. And now I've got 3 pennies, and they're worth 1, 2, 3. They're just worth 1 each. So now I got to color in 1 penny, 2 pennies, 3 pennies. All right. You know what time it is, guys. It is time to count it up. So if you don't want to count each individual square, I'm going to show you a quick trick. If we know that this row equals 10, we can count by tens and go 10, 20, and then we can go 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So that's 28 cents. There's my decimal point, and it's 28 cents because we know if we get on this side, it's a whole dollar. We don't want to give anybody whole dollars if they only need 28 cents, right? Okay, so just to check myself on counting by tens, I'm going to count all the squares just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So I was right. Okay, so today for your assignment, I am going to give you, not give you, I guess, I'm going to put on Canvas a couple of these money cards. And they are going to say, examine each amount of money below, determine how to represent the decimal on the hundredths grid. That's what this is. That's what this back page is. This is our hundredths grid. So represent the decimal on the hundredths grid and write the decimal. So it's just what we did. So if you're given 2 dimes and a nickel, you'll go, if you need the help, you'll go onto this app and you'll put out, let me delete these. You'll put out 2 dimes and a nickel, and then you'll go on the hundredths grid and you will color in 10 for 1 dime, 10 for another dime, and then 5 squares, and then you'll count it all up just like we just did, and you're going to write it in decimal form. And this is decimal form. That is a decimal. So let's do this one more time. Let me explain one more time. I'm going to post on Canvas a few of these cards, and it is going to tell you examine the amount of money below. So then it says determine how to represent the decimal on the hundredths grid and write the decimal. So this right here is the hundredths grid. So you're going to get your hundredths grid out and you are going to color in this amount. So remember, if you don't remember how much each coin is worth, you're going to get on this app or this website that I have for you. You're going to pull your money out, you're going to count it all up, and you're going to color it on your hundredths grid. And then you're going to write above it the decimal form. The decimal form. So it's asking right here, decimal blank. So all you have to do, like we just did, is count all the squares up and say, oh, that's 21 cents. And that is how we represent 21 cents in a decimal. All right, you guys, if you need me, you may hop on Google Meets. I'd be happy to help you if you don't understand this. So please don't wait for your parents to get home to help you, because I would be happy to help you. If you do not have a way to print off the hundredths grid, I'm going to do my best to try and find a way that you can do it on your iPad. You guys have fun representing decimals.